So, your adult kid is living with you and you don't know what to do about it. Well, chances are your kid is not a loser and you are not alone. You are one of 66 million, yes, million Americans living in a multi-generational household. Say this with me. Multi-generational living. That's the name of what you're doing. And guess what? You're on trend. I'll tell you why, and I'll show you how to make it work better for you. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Shelly, the gray-haired mama, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about living with your adult children. First, let me tell you this. Multi-generational households are on the rise. I can give you all the details about why that is later, but I first want to give you the actual definition of a multi-generational household. A multi-generational household exists when two or more adults of different generations live in the same household. So, if your adult kids live with you, you are living in a multi-generational household. If your elderly parents live with you, you are living in a multi-generational household. If your elderly parents and your adult children both live with you, well, you've got a situation. And if your elderly parents and your adult children and your minor children or grandchildren all live with you, you've got a daggone circus. But that's okay. It's all good. I got one too. And here are some tips that are going to help you out. Here's tip number 1. Accept this arrangement as a new norm in our society. 1 in 4 Americans live in a multi-generational household in 2021. That number quadrupled in the last 10 years. Of course, the pandemic had something to do with that, but this trend was going on long before the pandemic ever happened. And besides, 72% of Americans who are currently living in multi-generational households plan to continue living that way long term. So do yourself a favor. Stop beating yourself up, stop pulling your hair out, and just accept the fact that the idea of the nuclear family living all alone on a little island may be a concept that is in the past, dead, and not coming back. Tip number 2. Brush up on your communication skills. This is so key. Living in a multi-generational household has a lot of benefits, but it's also hard work. And if you keep sweeping small conflicts and small disagreements under the rug, they will eventually pile up and then bubble up. And you will have a mess on your hands. So you need to set up and schedule a weekly family business meeting. Yes, I said family business meeting. This is not a casual discussion over dinner or held when someone is trying to rush out the door. This is a business meeting, and anything less is not going to cut it. You absolutely have to be intentional about it. You need to set an agenda and structure the meeting so everyone has an equal opportunity to express themselves and address any concerns that they may have. In another video, I will walk you through the steps of setting up that agenda. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you catch that video when I drop it. Tip number 3, build some alone time in your schedule. I know, easier said than done, especially when your household is bustling with activity and filled to the brim. But you have got to get away from it all for your own sanity. Even if that means getting in your car, driving to the supermarket, sitting in your car in the supermarket parking lot, and just breathing in your car alone. You really need a chance to have some quiet thoughts just alone to yourself, even if it's just for an hour. And if that means you've got to steal some time pretending you're going grocery shopping, well, just do it. Living in a multi-generational household can be stressful. There are lots of different people with lots of different needs always pulling at you. So do yourself a favor and put your own oxygen mask on first. Because if you don't, you just won't survive. Next time, I'll give you more tips and some tricks to living well as you live in a multi-generational household. So until that time, you take excellent care. Bye.